let's go check out what our other advisors are doing, shall we? Was there a way to Cullen through here? I can't remember exactly where Cullen was at. I think he was, like, here but on the upper level. Oh, yeah, no, this is just a dead end.
If you say so.
I can't get... How do I get up there? This... Oh, wait, no. I'm just being blind. There is, in fact, stairs that I can go up. I looked at the tree, and I was like, oh, there's a tree in the way. I can't go up there. Or bush, or whatever it was. And then he's down here. Anything for me, mate? Yes, okay, so all the advisors have one.
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Please, don't stop on my account.
All right. Your move.
You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really? Because I just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
You're on.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
Cheat. Tell me about your family.
You have siblings.
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Ah, it's my turn.
Well, we're certainly not letting him win, but I'm not going to cheat either, because that's a pointless, hollow victory. So let's play fair and hope that we're good enough.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
I don't know. How fucking pally do I want to get with him? He is certainly improved. It almost feels as though this was originally a different character and then they just decided to make it Cullen later on. Because his personality seems nearly 180 different from what it was in the first 2 games. So, I mean, he was barely in the first one. But what little we saw of him, he was a nasty prick. And then in 2, he was fucking terrible. So, like, he's just a lot chiller and, like, yeah, pallier, I guess, in this one. So it just feels like he's a completely different character. But, like, because I know his history, I still don't want to like him. But if I was starting with Inquisition and hadn't played the first 2 games, then I probably wouldn't really have a problem with him at this point. Like, I don't know. In this game, he's not really given me a reason to dislike him. So I'd probably just be... I'd just be on good terms with him, I guess, if I only played this game. But because I know what he's done, I know the evil shit that he has done in the past, I don't know if this new personality is enough for me to get over that. It's just, he's just written completely differently in this game. So, let's see where this goes.
We've been through enough to drop the formalities and simply talk.
I suppose we have.
It is weird, though, like, to just take
I
an
believe
established
this one is
character
yours.
that was very
Well played.
decisively, like, terrible, and then just be like, and now they're kind of nice, and just, like, nothing like they used to be, because, Reasons. It's kind of a strange choice. I feel like he just wasn't Cullen to begin with, and then they just added that later. A letter. Dear Mia, I'm still alive, your loving brother Cullen. Honestly, is it so difficult? Wait, did I win or not? I guess they just didn't show. We thought you were dead again. If the Inquisition was not on everyone's lips, we would never have heard that their fine commander survived Haven. We've been hearing strange things about the Templars lately. I'm not sorry you left them. I thought your resignation was implied when you joined the Inquisition, but you meant something more, didn't you? It's a fool's errand asking you to stay safe, but please try. Your loving sister. See how easy this is? Mia.
Did you need something?
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Creating Inquisition footholds outside Skyhold has strengthened our reputation. People view us as a stabilizing force.
Good.
We've received a number of recruits eager to pledge themselves to our cause.
Is there anything I should know?
I believe Dagna has settled in well. She's certainly very cheerful.
Is that a bad thing?
I'm concerned she'll cheerfully blow up Skyhold with one of her experiments. The risk is small at present.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
That...
I'm sure...
Now, Leliana was upstairs here, right? Oh, anything new from you?
I'd like to hear more about what you...
I would be happy to share it with you.
This is just stuff we've already heard, right?
Tell me about...
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light of day and shield his eyes against the sun.
This is new.
First time he had seen it, the tears were streaming from his eyes. I thought them from the blazing light, until I saw the rock he held so tightly. Then he laid the rock down gently, and he left it as he walked away.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
The Alamari crossed the Frostback Mountains to escape a beast they called the Shadow Goddess in their stories. I met the spirit that they fled. She walks the fade along the southern tundra, weeping lonely and forgotten. Great Ferelden formed because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found an ancient dwarven thaig no longer sheltered by the stone. An earthquake had exposed it all to daylight. 1,000 dwarven corpses lay, the victims of a darkspawn horde. Their last stand marked by one great ring of armor. In the middle, one small body, clutching tightly to a small stuffed toy.
We'll talk later.
Man, he has seen a lot. He's been around the block. That is not where I wanted to go. You have anything new to say? Oh! Okay, I do have to check with all the regular companions if they can have cutscenes too. I can come back later.
Is this a bad time? I can come back.
No, it's all right.
I really didn't expect people to
Bills are really
update.
not that engrossing. I've been
When we
meaning
haven't
to
done
come
any
talk
main
to you
stuff.
anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
Just be my friend.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you?
What am I to you then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please don't sing.
Please don't tell me you're going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Fuck yeah. Oh, we don't get to see it?
I've got a minute if you need something.
See, again, like, with Solus, it was the same questions, but it gave different answers, but I'm pretty sure
Can I ask you something, Varric?
these would be the same
You
answers.
want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
Oh, we can't even...
No problem.
Okay. Right, we talked to you. Wait, where the fuck were the... Wasn't this... Oh, over here. Aha.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius' son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Well, shit.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Indeed. Were you two involved?
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No. I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
I'm trying to picture him without his moustache. I feel like his face would look so fucking different without that moustache. Can you just in your mind, just remove that. Just get the rubber out. Just rub that right off. I feel like that face looks just totally fucking different without a moustache. What about yourself?
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
That's as good as I'm gonna get as a compliment from him, right?
I'm told you have Alexius researching magic for you. Research is always what made him happiest. Perhaps I'll even go talk to him eventually. One word of advice. If he suggests altering time as a way to solve all your problems, give it a pass.
Tell me about him.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why?
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hossberg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. The guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
Venatori probably used his guilt and depression to radicalize him, I guess. I'm sorry.
That must have been difficult.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
Did you miss him?
Was it hard being away from him?
It was hard not having a patron, yes. I'm not exactly built to fit in. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
Well, that conversation alone was enough to make me very glad I spared him.
I should go.
As you wish.
Anything else?
Questions, questions.
No.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
Way of the Necromancer. From Mortalitasi for the living, the dead. The words of speaker Vias Anaxus make one passage stand out. We are of this world, and as with any piece that seeks to leave its element, there is a void when we abandon the mortal. It must be that this would hold our returning to the Maker. It must be that we should seek balance. It must be that the Maker's first children aid the second. An account. Breath ceased on the hour exactly. We felt his absence in that moment and were ready. It was gentle, and all were calmed by the signs of spirit entering, knowing there would be no chains on their loved one. Unfettered, he would find the side of the Maker, but that was not the training for the battlefield. I had heard the accounts and knew my role, and I was ready. Then our warriors signalled the charge, and I was not ready. Breath was not stilled by the hour and was not gentle, and I was sore afraid. Then the enemy countered, and I saw blades come for the good men whom I had stood beside, and I would not allow it. The dead who had fallen, I bid their forms to serve, and it was the turn of our foes to know fear. But I had peace, for I had granted the fallen greater purpose, and in doing had honoured life by protecting it. Yeah, sure.
I heard of your verdict on Alexios, Inquisitor. Research on your behalf is almost too kind.
It almost is, you're right.
I hope you know what you're doing.
But I think
Do be wary of
we're okay.
anything that man proposes.
I think we're okay.
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death.
Wait,
But
we heard
long
this.
ago
She was
I found
stripped of
myself
what made her a
stripped of
warden.
what made me a warden. They tried to So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first warden ever to be kicked out.
You sound...
Becoming a warden. Towards the end, however, it also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
Is there anything new here?
Still, despite all the chaos,
You're not...
any claim I have, perhaps, until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default.
I
Okay,
trust
no,
everything
this
is
is all the
well
same.
with the mages.
Most are pleased with the Alliance. Even if
Do we have
wonder
any
what will
clue
happen
how
next.
you can be stripped of what makes you a warden, which I assume she means is
I'll
the
leave you to
Darkspawn
it.
blood? How the fuck does... If you drink the Darkspawn blood, how the fuck do you get it out your system? Wait, there's an exclamation mark down there. Hello, I almost forgot you exist.
Yes?
You don't have a cutscene for me. I'm so curious what she says to this. Have we ever clicked the heart option with her before? I'm not going to get locked into some fucking romance with her if I try this just to see, right? Right? You must have to click it a bunch of times. And I'm pretty sure I've never clicked it before, so I'm just very curious what she's going to say. I think she's just going to tell me to fuck off, right?
Do you think that you and I might someday...
How very sweet of you to ask, but no.
Yeah. It's just like, get fucked.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Huh. Continuing her predecessor's work. So, okay, I need to fucking talk to every motherfucker. If just some random person up here can give me an operation.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate. Based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
Right.
As
How
you
do I
were.
do
Yes,
those
Inquisitor.
upgrades to Skyhold? Because I have stuff now, right? Ah. Right. Yes. Turn in the research. I forgot that research thing had moved up here. I thought I had more than that. Did I not have more than that? We read this, right? Yeah. Hi.
Your open support for the mages likely earned
No
you
cutscene.
enemies.
Boo.
Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most
I want a
opposed can be
cutscene with my
identified,
bae.
we may still turn this to our advantage.
I mean, let's try not to kill.
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. Kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our
Pretty
actions are under
sus.
a great deal of scrutiny.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Alright. Man, I wish we had a cutscene with her. I love Liliana so much. I'm glad she has a pretty important role in this game, but I want more, you know? I want her to be a companion again. I want to have more cutscenes with her. I really love Liliana. A fine time to close the border. The news is dire. There are rumours that our Warden brothers and sisters in Ferelden have all perished. Without the Grey Wardens, the Blight will take Ferelden. Then it will undoubtedly spread. It will go north to Navarra and the Marches. It will come west to Orlais. At the head will be an archdemon, and in its wake will come thousands upon thousands of Darkspawn. We must be ready to stare squarely into the eyes of Oblivion. Many of you have asked why we remain here when such threats are mounting in the east. The problem, you see, is not a new one for us. Politics. To say Ferelden and Orlais have been at odds is an understatement. These two are like dogs and cats. We Wardens are Orlesian by address only, but that does not seem to matter to Ferelden's leaders. Word is that the King of Ferelden is dead, and his successor, Loghain MacTyr, decrees that no Warden set foot in the country. MacTyr, a national hero who helped expel invading Orlesian forces from Ferelden, seems to have it out for our Order too. Maybe he doubts their abilities. Maybe he's more foolish than the history books make him out to be. This is why we must wait, even as Ferelden willingly welcomes its fate. That was written by Blackwall. Did we know he was from Orlais? I feel like I don't... Maybe I just don't remember that. Note found in Skyhold's Rookery. Saddler. Baron Plucky. I don't care how many missions he's flown or how many lives his actions have saved, he is a holy terror. Nearly pecked out my eye the last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me. On the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven. And all she had to do was coo at him, and the Baron hopped onto her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How does she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it? Yes, I'm sure the birds like her because blood magic. It is the only possible explanation. Fuck me, that's bright. Is there anything round here? No. Right, so, back downstairs, I guess. Yoink. So we spoke to Blackwall. He's over there. There's no one down there.
Inquisitor.
Sup. Is there anyone in here?
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
And this was just a dead end, right? Yeah. For some reason I thought the garden was down here. How the fuck did you get to the garden bit? Anyone to talk to in here? Nope. Cass, what's up?
Inquisitor.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell me...
I would prefer no...
I'll let...
Do you need something?
Do you have any advice?
Tell that demon. What does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave.
Bruh.
He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us.
Bad take.
Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
Bad take, Cass.
Do you have any advice for me?
Nothing that you could not think of yourself, Inquisitor.
Alright. Well, that was a nothing chat. What was in here?
Oh, Bells, it's you. Morris. Sir Morris, I suppose. I am serving as Quartermaster for Skyhold and its arriving throngs. Stores are growing, and so long as we have fair coin to restock, you and yours will be well served.
What are your qualifications?
What makes you ideal for this position? It's an important one.
My family has ties to several freehold militias, as well as cousins acting as officers in Ferelden and Orlais.
And your qualifications?
My family holds treaties with 3 new money tevinter houses, and a rare Orzuma contract with a Paragon namesake.
And your qualifications?
To be honest, your worship, that was my question. I am the nexus of a dozen threads tied by others, designed to cast the widest and most appealing resource net. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will want for nothing. I swear it.
Where's Thran?
The previous Quartermaster survived Haven. Where is she?
She had views. Has views. Perfectly legitimate ones if you share them, Inquisitor. I believe it was felt that your Quartermaster should be more palatable now that the Inquisition is in Orlais. She continues to serve, just not at the fore.
What the fuck views did she have? Are you serious that there's no way to expand upon that? That's a very sussy fucking response.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
Our capacity increases, as do our requests to suppliers. I've had to threaten some contracts. It was exhilarating.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Weird. Very, very weird.
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
That strange boy came in with an armful of chickens. You're looking after him, right?
Sure am.
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place.
Aye.
I'm impressed.
Boop.
Inquisitor?
We'll talk later.
Not stood on the chair this time, that's good. Hey, cutscene!
Inquisitor, come have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend.
Ah, that's what triggers this one. Interesting. The other ones, no fucking clue what the trigger was for those. I guess the trigger... Wait, no, what was it? Yeah, it was a full cutscene with Dorian, right? I guess the trigger for that was sparing that dude. This one, the trigger is the high dragon kill. What is this?
What exactly am I supposed to be drinking?
Maras lok.
What does that mean?
It means drink.
Fuck it. Down the hatch. Down it, fresher! Down in one, down in one, down in one.
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything sacred.
Does he have to turn
Here,
sideways to walk through
your
doors?
turn.
I think he has to turn sideways to walk through doors, right? Those horns be fucking wide.
That thing you just said, you shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
You shouted that in the middle of a battle. Cool. Yep, that's normal. Anyway, down the hatch again.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Why are dragons sacred?
Why do you think the Gunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamastrans control who we mate with. They breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
Wait, I've just thought. Would this... Does the game pretend that all the companions are there all the time? Or if we hadn't specifically had Iron Bull with us to kill the dragon, would this cutscene just not exist? Because this is like a really neat cutscene. Fucking getting drunk with Iron Bull and talking about the Qunari lore and everything, and like this is a really good cutscene, very interesting. Would it have just not happened if I hadn't happened to chose him instead of Cassandra? Because like I love him and Cassandra equally. I'm interchanging them all the time as my warrior. If I'd have happened to have Cassandra, does that mean I wouldn't have got this cutscene? Would I have had a cutscene with Cassandra instead that was equally interesting? I wonder. Feel free to answer that one. That is an actual question. Well, I'm sorry we had to kill it.
It's a shame we had to kill the dragon.
Damn good fight. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled. Savage. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink.
Down the hatch. I wonder if they actually... Maybe this could happen at any point in the game, like, and they just assume that he'll probably be with you for one of the 10.
Nice! To dragons!
Because there are 10, so I guess they probably just think, oh, he's probably going to be there for one of them. To you, to good fights, to bringing order to bad drinks. Oh, I don't know. I do like him, but I don't know if I like him more than Solus. I feel like I'm probably pretty set on the Solus one. But he is really fun to be around. Solus is less fun to be around, but he's like more interesting because he's fucking like traveled the world, he's seen some shit, he's got a lot to say that I'm very interested to hear. Whereas Iron Bull is like, you know, he's just fun. Like he does have interesting stories to tell, but it's like just a good bit of banter to be around him. To good fights.
To finding the biggest, baddest things in the world and showing them that we're badder.
Anan.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Also, if we were both absolutely sloshed and I choose the heart option, I wonder if that would have ended with us going to bed or something. Solus probably wouldn't appreciate that. How's morale?
What's the current mood?
Willful.
Any rumors?
What's the word out there?
I hear the Arishak was replaced by the Arishak, but he better watch out. In the shadows, the Arishak.
You are so helpful, man.
Inquisitor.
You are just the most helpful. Right.
Could be better. We don't need those chargers.
Was Cole up
Soldiers enough without
here? Oh no, Sarah's here and then Cole's on the floor up.
Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
It is so funny that you can just do that. No other companion. They were like, damn, we've made her so fucking annoying. We've just got to give her this option when no one else has it.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? You're the big hat now.
Okay, we've
Ain't
heard
nice,
that.
I suppose.
I'll be back.
Nothing new from her, possibly because we never take her out. And we never will. Cole I do like, but I'm just like, if I ever take a rogue, I feel like I'm just gonna take Varric, you know?
Of course.
We all do.
Cole only.
There is no other man. He becomes the other man to do the things he can't.
So, Cole.
Oh, we've heard all these. Have we heard this one?
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
So, Cole.
Should I tell him to stop?
Can I assume...
They don't smell the same, Raw.
I guess let's tell him to stop.
Stop causing trouble around Skyhold. You're upsetting people.
Okay, you don't need to say it like that.
You won't.
I didn't mean it to say it like that. That was harsh. I was hoping for a polite, please could you not?
An old name burns inside armor that shouldn't fit. Lit by faces of children he couldn't save.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
That is very unfortunate. I did not mean it to be that harsh. Man, that outfit, that jacket is pretty cool, huh? Okay. Right, so... that is... Okay, who have we done? Let's go through it one by one. We have done Cassandra, we have done Liliana, we have done Josephine, we have done Cullen, we have done Blackwall, we've done Cole, we've done Bull, we've done Sarah, we've done Dorian, we've done Solus. We've done Varric. We've done Viv. Is that everyone? Yes. Yes. I think that's everyone. Okay. Cool. Is Hawk still chilling up here, or... No, Hawk's gone fuckety bye. Okay. Whee! Cassandra was never the same. After that day, when the Inquisitor she'd put her hopes and dreams in, threw herself from the ledge and landed splat. Brains leaking everywhere on the floor in front of her. What a tragic time.
So, my Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me. I have news regarding one of your companions, the tevinter.
What's he done?
Has Dorian done something wrong?
No, thankfully. It's nothing like that.
Good.
I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
They're not on good terms.
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
What kind of meeting?
Just what kind of meeting?
I don't think
do they
he'd
have in
thank me
mind?
for it.
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in tevinter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And if he doesn't agree?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, Well, that's why you should be there.
Why would they contact you?
Why would his family contact you?
Because they don't know you, Inquisitor. I am not of the Imperial Chantry, but they know what I represent. These are parents concerned about the welfare of their son. How could I not do whatever possible? I would speak to the young man myself, but he does not care for me. Thus I come to you. If any good can come of this, we must try.
They don't want to tell him?
They don't want Dorian to know. That seems odd.
They believe the young man would refuse, and the letter implies he'd have cause. Yet, they are remorseful for whatever came before. This is a chance for dialogue. There is deceit in bringing the young man to this meeting without his foreknowledge, I know. But does it not lead to a greater kindness if there is potential for reconciliation?
Not if I don't believe that reconciliation is their reason for being here. This is legitimate?
Are you sure this isn't some kind of trap? I mean,
It feels like a trap.
That did occur to me. What if it is a plot of those mages, the Venatori? Another reason to put this in your hands, Inquisitor.
I mean, I don't think it's a Venatori plot. I think it's just a familial plot to fucking take him back or something.
To such treachery.
I'm not going to trick him. I'll tell him about it and see what he thinks.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Official-looking letter. Your Reverence, I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret meeting. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact, this is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south, placing himself in the path of such danger, alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Vandrel Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us, somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there, and there is nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. Graciously yours, Magister Halward of House Parvus. Oh, I don't know. It just doesn't sound like the family that he's described, you know?
My friend.
I'd like to hear more about what you...
I would be happy to share it with you.
My god, there's even more?
Tell me about the...
I saw a young Canary working in a simple kitchen, baking bread as she was ordered every morning. In every loaf, she broke the rules. She'd take a pinch of sugar and would fold it into the center, like a secret, and this act of small rebellion brought a shining smile across her face.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I found an ancient spirit who had once been undisputed.
We're just farming approval out here.
I had discovered, like pride or rage, it was the Fade's reflection of a feeling. When I asked which one it was, the spirit faltered. They've forgotten, said the spirit. There remains no word for what I was.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found in the Kokari wilds a humble cottage far removed from any of the simple, chastened tribesmen. The trees and weeds had not reclaimed the home, nor did the chastened dare to come and steal the trinkets still remaining. It was empty, long abandoned, but the world feared that she might return.
Flemeth's hut. I thought he was talking about that, and that last line confirms it. That's cool. The world feared she might return, yeah. Well, she did. Well, I mean, I don't know if she returned to that hut. She returned to life, thanks to Hawk. Hawk smuggled a piece of her across the sea.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. My friend.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
You shamed him when you destroyed him. It would be worth. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for tevinter.
We'll talk later.
Okay, so the Corypheus bit doesn't have anything new, but it seems like the other one has constant new stuff whenever you ask him. Dorian!
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
Oh, there's not even an option to just bring him to the pub. The only option... That's interesting. I thought it would give me a choice here. Like, say there's someone who wants to talk to you, or say your parents want to talk to you. But there is no choice. There is only telling him.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father. I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
Would he do that?
You think your father would actually do that?
No, although I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer.
Oh, yeah?
If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that.
It is
If
my
it's not,
specialist subject,
I send
yes.
the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
What's the issue between you?
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. But you're correct. They don't care for my choices, nor I for theirs.
Because you wouldn't get married? Because you left?
That too.
He said interesting turn of phrase to the phrase bad blood, so it's something to do with blood magic, I guess? His family's use of it and his disagreement with that or something? I'm gonna say you should talk to him. I want to see how it goes.
I think you should meet with this retainer. Find out what your family wants.
I didn't ask what you thought, did I?
Alright, no need to be a fucking dickhead.
Was unworthy, I apologize.
Good.
There'd be no harm in hearing what this man of my father's has to say. If I don't like it, however, I want to leave.
Your parents are reaching out to you. Doesn't that mean something?
Only that they're trying to choke me.
It means something if it's not a trap.
Don't mind me. Let's see what comes of this.
Well, if it's a trap, it still means something, just nothing good. Bring Dorian to the Gull and Lantern. Okay.
Inquisitor.
Whoops.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
I mean... Do I just go there and he'll turn up? Is there a new dude here to talk to or something? Maybe in the back?
Thank you.
No? Where do I go to upgrade that? It's none of those, so it's in a circle? How do I don't know how I bring him here.
I'm running drills. They're drinking. And paid better. Of course.
This wouldn't have happened under the Arl. Pride in the job.
That's what she said.
The Arl was on Arl.
I was with the band.
It's like I don't know.
I guess I have to like lead him by the hand somehow, but he didn't seem to be following me. I jumped off the edge because I thought I'd confirmed that he wasn't following me and would just turn up there.
Father's gall. Of course, he couldn't come here to Skyhold. No, that would be too much. But contacting some southern cleric on the sly, much wiser.
If this is some venatory connivance, I will be utterly disappointed.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
How do I do it? Where's the bring him to the fucking Gull and Lantern button?
Something you need?
I don't understand.
You know where I'll be.
Unless that is not the Gull and Lantern. I assume it is, but I guess I don't know for sure.
Where did demons come from? Mages. Where did they come from?
Not sure. Not sure what I do then, because I've just thoroughly explored that place and there was no summon Dorian button or anything, but he isn't following me, so I don't know how to bring him there. And I've got it marked. I have it tracked, but it doesn't show anything. There's no actual marker to follow, so I don't know. Gotta love tracking a quest and it doesn't show you where to go. But anyway, I had a couple of people back. Not Josephine, because I fucking put her on the 5-hour shit. Fantastic. Inquisitor, here are the results of my research. I trust they're satisfactory. Your spy master said she might let me stroll around without my shackles, if they please you, but sing no false praise on my account. Geryon Alexius. He gave us an enhanced cooldown amulet. Alright, could be useful, and improving morale. Commander, everyone's grateful for the new cook. A good meal after a long day certainly lifts the spirits. Talk around the dinner table has become more lively. Supplies in the approach are limited, but I swear that man can cook anything from nothing. One night, he managed to produce fish and egg pie. I haven't had one of those since Starkhaven. Sometimes the smallest things remind you what you're fighting to protect. 60 influence. Nice. That's good. Good outcome. What was this one again? This was a Cullen one. Sure. Go gadget. Cullen.
Inquisitor.
Let's see. That might be a ongoing thing. I'm pretty sure the resources ones are just like
you read the report.
Infinite.
I'm
hoping this one is a one-time.
Is he always so blunt?
Yes.
Locate Reese and Evangeline. This is Cole's one. Sister Leliana, per your request, after seeing that no mage named Reese was present at the Conclave at the time of the explosion, I began my search. It appears, based on reports gathered from rebel mages, that Reese had originally intended to be at the Conclave, but the former Templar Evangeline persuaded him not to attend. She believed corruption within the Templars sought to exacerbate the conflict, and this merited investigation. Evangeline was last seen not far from Val Fermin, where a merchant described her as fighting other Templars and being taken injured but alive. Reese came through the area not long after, searching for her. The forests near Val Fermin offer many places to hide, but the Inquisition could track down these renegade Templars if you so order. Yours in service, Walker. Josephine, I have friends in the area who would gladly help. Cullen, my men can cut through the forest. Leliana, Walker knows the area. She and her scouts can get Reese and Evangeline out safely. And this was specifically addressed to Leliana, and she takes the least amount of time, so that sounds like...
Let's see what we have.
A plan to me. Alright, well, that is where we will leave it for today. I guess I'm going to Google what the fuck I do with Dorian here, because talking with him doesn't give the option to bring him to the place. Going to the place doesn't give the option to bring him to the place. He doesn't follow me to the place. So unless that pub is not the place, but I don't know where else would be, then I don't know. So, yeah, I guess I'll Google that and see if I can figure it out for next time. Apologies that we couldn't get to that today, but you've seen I've really tried. It doesn't make any sense, and it provides no guide as to how to do it. The marker, the quest tracker does not actually track anything, so yeah, who knows. Very strange, but I'm certainly interested to see that meeting, so hopefully we can figure that out in time for the next one. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time for more Dragon Age Inquisition. Thanks for watching. See you then.